welcome back to the Kithbook series. Time to talk trolls. Now then, trolls are an interesting one because these guys do not fit with what most people will have in their head immediately when they think the word troll. You can look right at the top of the page and see already something's not right for what we think of as a troll. Honor, duty, strength, vengeance. Vigilance, not vengeance. Vengeance could come into duty and honor and possibly even strength, but vigilance. These are not the trolls that we think of necessarily. Although I will talk a little bit in a minute about how that ties together. Powerful, impressive, handsome in their mortal forms. The bravery of Seelie trolls is legendary. Trolls are also dedicated to chivalry and courtesy, using formal titles and following courtly rules as a matter of course. Legend says that trolls were the first nobles until they lost a great war to the sea, the Sidhe, and bowed a knee in fealty. Now they uphold the courtly life, preferring simple living and recognition for their fidelity as a reward for their service. Now then, it does say though that they are stubborn and resist change, and though they are slow to anger, their tempers can explode if their honor is impinged. Push a troll long enough, and they may begin to descend into their unseelie side. Trolls resist this slide into their darker nature, as unseelie trolls, known as ogres, are largely mistrusted and avoided by other changelings. Knowing all this is what makes other kids look at the trolls and their dedication to honor with admiration. So this is an interesting one, because this actually says that, according to this, trolls are always seelie, and ogres are always unseelie. But aside from that distinction, they're actually one and the same race, and they could change from being a troll to an ogre and back again, which is very interesting. It's one of the few times that we see this mentioned in the books. Their affinity is fey, so they're used to working on other fey creatures. Their birthrights, Titan's power, as they grow more, as a troll grows more in power, they're fulfilling their duties. They gain an additional bruised health level and a dot in strength when they take up their first oath, even if it takes the trait above 5. Upon their second oath, they gain 2 extra dots in strength and 2 additional bruised health levels. So they get a lot stronger and they get a lot hardier. Their other birthright is strong of will and body. When they're doing their duty, nothing can stand in their way. They get 2 extra dice to resist being seduced, persuaded, or magically commanded away from the cause. And they cannot botch athletics or alertness rolls. Their frailty, of course, is bond of duty. A troll's integrity is as much a part of her as her strength of arms. Should that troll break an oath or sworn contract, they lose their Titan's power birthright and begin to sicken. The only way they can get it back is to atone for their broken promise, which can involve a new oath or making restitution. It's a pretty serious thing when they start actually losing their birthrights because they don't do what they said they were going to. So there you have it, trolls. Now, the way I play trolls is slightly different than what's in the book, because I actually run the trolls as being predominantly unseelie. But I don't actually, I run the trolls as predominantly members of the unseelie court. That's actually a very important distinction that I don't make often enough. Trolls are, for the most part, not permitted to hold rank in the Seelie court. Now, this goes back to some story points and history in the version of the World of Darkness that I run, in which the trolls failed an oath to protect the Seelie King, and as such were dishonored and were kicked out, basically. Now, what that means is that you have a bunch of honor and duty bound trolls released from their oaths, banned from their court, who had nowhere to go. And of course, you can't really be someone who follows the rules if you're not under a set of rules. The Unseelie court offered to accept them. The Unseelie court offers to accept just about anyone. And they accepted. Now what this means is that they actually may, for a large part, still be Seelie. But they're following a Unseelie ruler, meaning that they are following Unseelie rules, even if they're doing it in a Seelie fashion. And that's kind of the awkward position that the trolls are in my games. They know the rules, they know the court they're a part of, and they know those are the rules that must be followed, even if what are classified as rules might be barbaric anywhere else. There we are. Now then, I'm going to finish up this video, move on to the next one, hopefully get all of the remaining Kith videos for the primary Kiths done this evening, and then maybe tomorrow I can talk some more about the Shadow Kiths and the other side of things. I'll be back.